So the second wave of DLC from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has just come out, and the question on my mind, and I know a lot of other people's, was, is the gap jump from Mario Kart Wii possible in Mario Kart 8? And I thought, nah, there's no way, you're just going to get Lakitude. But, having now had the game, and having a bit of a play around, I found out, yes, it is possible. So, I've had a play around, I have also watched a YouTube video from Artat120, and with my own experiences and that YouTube video, I think I've got my own way of doing it quite consistently, and there's not too many YouTube videos on the subject so far. So I thought, yeah, I'll make my own. So I'll jump into the game and show you what I do. So I'm on the wrong one, aren't I? So on Mushroom Gorge, I'm going to just do this in time trials on 150cc. So it is possible to do on 150, and it's also possible on 200. So 200cc is of course easier just because it's generally faster, but on 150cc it's very possible. So I'm just going to do a solo race and show you what I do. So when it loads, for anyone that doesn't know what the gap jump is, I'll show you first of all. It's done right at the end of the lap. So I can just turn around and show you here. So when you come out of the cave section, in there, the last bit of the lap is just this little turn, and then there's the finish line. But you can jump over this gap instead, and just completely avoid the last turn with a mushroom. I should point out as well, this is a mushroom-only shortcut. So what I always used to try was what worked in Mario Kart Wii, which is to just kind of come along here, do a drift, and jump, but that's just not enough to get you over there anymore. So I'll drive a full lap, and I'll probably cut it out of the video and show you when I get there what I do. So at the cave section, I take the path to the right. Getting some weird bounces, but that's okay. And you just have to drift, mushroom, hop, and you're over. I did not stick that landing very well, but that's the gist of it. So how did I actually do it? So there's two parts, there's the setup and then the actual jump. So for the setup, I know this doesn't make much sense without seeing it, but what you really want to try and do is avoid the final mushroom. So I'll try and show what I do a bit clearer in post editing, but the final mushroom over there, that orange one, you're aiming to not land on that. So I don't think I'll be able to do it now because I've slowed down. No, okay. So what I'll do now is I'll just like restart. Whoa, I did not think that was going to work. Okay, so I'll just restart this and show you how I do it. So as I say, I take the path to the right, and on this path you want to stay to the right of it, if that makes sense. I want to be like over here. Now the way to do that really is by lining yourself up on these green mushrooms, because if you try and steer when you're on the red mushrooms, it's just going to be chaos. So I try and stay on the right, and what that'll do is I'll skip the final mushroom and land, I'll just reverse myself because why not, land on these stones. That's what you really want to do. Then you want to start drifting, which I won't be able to do because I'm at low speed, and aim really for this coin. And you want to take this turn as tight as you can. So I will do another lap and then get back to you. Okay, so coming up to the cave, as I say, on the right path, try and stick kind of towards the right hand side of it, so that we skip it, and drift towards this. Whee! Okay, I'll slow that down in editing so you can see it a bit better, but the tutorial I watched said aim to hit the coin on the left. I found you don't have to do that, but I do know you can take it a lot tighter than what I do. The next part is, when you drift, you also need to release the drift and then do a hop, a little hop, hop kind of thing. I've knackered this, haven't I? Yep. So, you need to drift in, which it won't let me do. Come on, game, let me drift. There you are. So you want to drift in and jump before you go off the edge. Now, you would think, and what I was doing wrong earlier, is that you should hop as close to the edge as you can. But no. So when you go onto the grass, there's a little uphill there. Uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill. That was very downhill. So what you want to do is hop when you're going uphill. You want to hop like there. So of course I didn't have the proper alignment there, which is why it didn't work, but that is how, that's when you should be hopping. So just to show you the hop itself, what you want to do, whoa, this has gone horribly wrong, is drift, boost, and hop. So I didn't hop, which I know sounds counterintuitive, but that's when you want to do it. So, when you put all of those steps together, you should get this. Land, drift, mushroom, hop, and over we go. Now, I'm still not great at it, as you can probably tell, but it does work. So, hopefully, some of this helps. The other idea I did have is if you're having trouble lining up the mushrooms, you know, staying on the right hand side and missing the last mushroom, you might just be able to do it using the glider mushroom instead. If you trick off it and aim down, you can get, there you are, you can get right on that corner. Let me try that again. So coming up to the mushrooms again, if you do that and aim down, but clearly not too far down so you hit the mushroom. Oh yeah, that does work. So that might work for you if you're having trouble doing it the other way. You might be able to land on the, might be able to do it with the glider. I didn't have a mushroom there, but you know. So that might work for you instead. So one last try, let's give it a go. Quite far over to the left, aren't I? Yeah, that's better. Oh, so close. So, actually, I might as well say now, I know it is possible to clear that sign. And the way I tend to do it is I land more like here. But it is possible to get enough height to just completely clear the sign and land more like here, which then sets you up very well for the next lap. So there are better ways to do it, but the DLC's only been out for a day or two, so so far these are the methods I've found that work best for me, and hopefully they can help you too. I'm going to give it another go just because I'm so stubborn and want to get this down. Hop. There you are. And that was better height as well, so if I can get that height even tighter, that would be good. So on 200cc, it is a lot simpler. You basically just have to mushroom and drift kind of anywhere and it just works because you have that much more speed. So the setup is a bit less precise, but of course you hit the mushrooms at a different rate anyway on 200. If you just drift straight over, it is that simple. That one was a bit janky, I won't lie, but hey. Let's try again, attempt number 2. Oh yeah, so clean. So 200 is a really good No, I said that backwards. This is a really good shortcut to use on 200cc. But it does work on 150 as well, and because it's quite technical, if you can get it down, I think it would be really good and would really give you an advantage in online races. Whoa! Okay, so if you don't hop, that happens. So hopping is important, even on 200cc. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I think I've said everything I need to say. So if this video does help, please give it a thumbs up, etc. Yeah, leave a comment if you are stuck on anything. Remember, I have linked the other tutorial in the description as well, just in case that helps you more than me. Yeah, thanks for watching.